Congressman Jim Clyburn. Thank you, Jim. Come on.
Thank you very much, Bart. Thank you, Ben. Good to see you. Good to see both of you, Madam Speaker, Mr. Leader, other distinguished participants here today. I am also in the class of '92, so I am the guy between Maria Cantrell and Ada Bernice Johnson. Now, everybody has talked about Ada Bernice and her history here. Many of you may have read the great poet Robert Frost, who attributed his success to the fact that he had taken the road less traveled. Now, I'm not going to argue with Robert Frost, but I will say this. I have contributed my success to the people that I've met along the roads that I've traveled. In fact, in 1972, do the math, 50 years ago, I was on the road in Miami, Florida, at the 1972 convention of the National Democratic Party. And the road I was on intersected with the road that Ada Bernice Johnson was on. And we met. And many of you may recall at the end of that convention, we had a very contentious convention. At the end of that convention, when we nominated George McGovern, our entire party was in disarray. And George McGovern's first work was to appoint a little committee to take a look at our rules and to make recommendations as to what we could do to bring our party back together. It turned out that Ada Bernice Johnson and yours truly were selected to be on that commission. I have absolutely no idea how I got on the commission. Ada never told me how she got on. But we became fast friends. And I came here in 1992 in her class 20 years later. And throughout all of that time, we remained friends. And having no idea that we would be classmates here in the Congress together, but that's as it turned out to be. And of course, we got involved in another little contest about who should be president of the freshman class. And as Maria said, we were spending our first year here in the year of the woman. And it turned out that I was in a contest with Eva Clayton, the woman. Now, I ain't stupid. But I called upon the relationships I had built over those years, Ada Bernice, Carrie me, and got them to negotiate a little procedure, which ended up with Eva Clayton being president of our class during the year of the woman, and I had to settle for being president the second part of that session when it was no longer the year of the woman. So Ada, Denise, and I became fast friends. And as you know, the Congressional Black Caucus takes a lot of pride in the work that we do. And Ada and I work together so often as members of that caucus. And as I listened to Skinny's description of Ada, I thought about the great writer Carl Sandburg, who wrote of Abraham Lincoln's leadership. And he said that Lincoln was a leader as hard as steel, yet as soft as a drifting fall. That, to me, was Ada Bernice Johnson.